songs that would unlock my mind. I don't know.
Okay. Just up here playing around in the mixing room. This is where we mix Octave Records, which is kind of cool, huh? And that's a new track that you'll be hearing on Octave Records pretty soon. Great singer. And this used to be Neil Young's board, and we acquired it from Neil. And it's a beautiful sounding Studer. Oh, love it. If you haven't heard of Octave Records, it's yet another venture that we're doing that is so fun and has me just totally captivated. I love starting from the music itself. I mean, yeah, PS Audio makes great products that reproduces music in a way that honors the musician, honors the music, and we now can go back even further and actually make the music. So this is totally exciting to me. All right, enough of that. Do you ever wake up in a cold sweat? Meaning me. Kurt in Dover, Delaware wants to know, and he says, hey, Paul, with all your endeavors, here's another one, right? Like running a company to design and build audio products, writing books, and now producing music, do you have more than 24 hours in a day out there in Colorado? Here on the East Coast, I can only devote a few hours a week to music sessions. So when do you sleep? And do you ever wake up in a cold sweat and think, holy crap, did I create a monster? Well, no. I get a good 8 hours of sleep. I'm usually in bed by about 9 o'clock, up about 4:30, 5, something like that. And I very much treasure my sleep. And I know this is going to sound funny, but more often than not, I am bored. Yeah, I know. I mean, here I am making videos, we're mixing music, designing audio products, writing books. Soon my book will come out, the newest book, The Audiophile's Guide. And we're going to be building a new studio with all this board, and everything's going to be moving about maybe a mile from here, within walking distance of PS Audio. Cool studio. And that's very exciting to me. We're going to start designing all the recording stuff. We're going to make all new A to D converters and D to A converters that are specific to this industry. I'm so excited about that. But yeah, more often than not, I'm actually a little bored. And maybe it's just my nature to want to do a lot of stuff. And I will also give you, here you go, here's some sage advice. There is a great book that you may want to read sometimes, called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. It's not a long book. And Steven talks a great deal in the book about how we make up in our minds this idea that we only have so much time to squeeze it in. So you think about it right now. You are a busy person. You have work, you have family, you have, right? I mean, your life is busy. So when I would say to you, well, why don't you start a recording studio? Well, I don't have time for that. Why don't you write a book? Don't have time. When the hell would I do that, right? I mean, look at me. I'm the CEO of a small business, 50 people, and it keeps me busy. I mean, I work 12 hours a day, and I love my work. So it's not like, like, oh, I feel so sorry for them. No, I mean, they have to pull me away from this. But how do I find time to write books, to mix music, to record, to design products? What I learned from Steven and from a number of other mentors is the idea that we don't have enough time is total horse manure built up in our heads. It's made up. It's our way of conserving energy. So I'll give you an example. You're a busy person, I'm a busy person. I want to write a book. Okay. It's going to take me an hour a day. And let's say that I'm going to, or maybe it's 2 hours a day, right? If I make the decision to leap off of that idea that I could spend an hour a day that I currently am not spending, then I could get started and see how long it took me to write a book. Maybe it takes 30 hours, maybe it takes 60, I have one book that I've been working on for 6 years, and I'm on its 5th rewrite. Yeah. And I'll devote a Saturday to it. I'll devote an hour here and an hour there, because I've made a mental commitment that I'm going to do that. So let's say instead of watching Gilligan's Island tonight, before you have your beer, devote an hour. And if you actually did that, if every single night when you got off, you said, I'm going to devote between 5 and 6 to writing my book, to starting my studio, to whatever the hell, learn ballet, right? You could do that. The only reason you don't do it is because your head is filled with this lie that you just don't have the time. You do have the time. I have the time. I can choose any project I want, and I just have to make a decision that I'm going to do that. And then somehow the universe opens up and says, all right, and you find the time. I know it sounds silly, I know it, but if you're really interested, and there's probably going to be one person out there that I will impact, go buy Stephen Pressfield's book, The Art of War. Nope, The War of Art. It's a flip on Lao Tzu's book. So, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just have to decide that it's worth it to you to take that leap. And I've done it more than a few times. I'll do it even more. I continue to take on more projects, and probably will continue to do that the rest of my life till they haul me out of here on my back feet. All right, enough of that. Thanks for the question. I'll talk to you tomorrow.